Assalamu alaikum, Zakir Naik. My name is Hussein Muhammad from Cameroon, Africa. Sir, I'm suffering from urine inconsistency. It is very difficult for me to be changing my clothes every prayer, and every time I want to make wudu, it comes out. I am in a very difficult situation, sir. Please tell me what to do. A similar question. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Firoz Qazi. I am from Cape Town, South Africa. I have irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, and I keep on passing wind at irregular intervals. Many a time after I do wudu, I pass wind. Is my salah valid? The question posed by the brothers is that he passes urine. He has inconsistency in the passing of urine, dribbling of urine, and the other person passes wind regularly. So how will you offer a salah? The wudu keeps on breaking. The reply to this is given in the hadith of Sahih Bukhari, volume number 1, hadith number 228, that Fatima bint Abi Hubaysh, may Allah be pleased with her, she approaches the Prophet and she tells the Prophet that I have been having a regular vaginal bleeding. Should I stop my prayers forever? And the Prophet tells her that this vaginal bleeding, which is continuous, is not your menstrual blood. Whenever you have your regular menstrual period, at that time you stop praying. The moment the menstrual period is over, you have a bath, you wash yourself, you do wudu, and you pray your salah. And when you offer the next salah, again you do a new wudu. This similar message is even given in the hadith of Sahih Muslim, volume number 1, hadith number 753. Hazrat Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, she said that she heard from the same Sahabiya, Fatima bint Abi Hubaysh, that she told the Prophet that she has vaginal bleeding continuously. Should she stop salah? And the Prophet said, this bleeding is from a vein. It is not your menstrual blood. So when you have your regular menstrual period, at that time you stop praying. When your menstrual period ends, have a bath, do wudu and pray. And when the next salah comes, again do wudu and pray. So based on this hadith, the scholars, they say that similar condition for inconsistency in urine, where there's dribbling of urine, where you keep on passing urine at regular intervals, or if you're passing wind, or if you are emitting madi or prostatic fluid at regular intervals, all these cases, all this bleeding regularly from the nose, etc. In these conditions, the same ruling will apply what is there for the continuous vaginal bleeding, which is a non-menstrual bleeding. And here the scholars say that when the time for salah is there, when the time for salah starts, at that time you can wash your private part, do wudu, and you offer the salah. Now when you offer the salah, during that time, if the urine comes or if the wind passes, your salah is accepted. But when the next salah comes, again wash your part, again do a fresh wudu, and you offer salah. During the time when you're offering salah, as long as you're done wudu at the start, when the salah time starts, you wash your part, do wudu. After that, when you pray your farz or your nafil or your sunnah, and if you pass urine or pass wind or bleeding is there, your salah is accepted. In this case, there are two views. One group of scholars says that the wudu is valid till the next salah starts, based on the hadith of Bukhari and Muslim. The other group of scholars says no, the wudu is valid till the end of the salah, till the end of the salah time, and it's not valid till the start of the next salah. Now these two views, the difference is that if you do wudu for Fajr salah, when the time for Fajr adhan is there, the moment you hear the adhan, after that you wash your private part, you do wudu, you offer your Fajr salah, do the sunnah, Fajr salah in congregation, no problem. But if you want to offer your Salatul Duha, which is after sunrise, The first group of scholars who say that your salah is valid till the start of next salah, that is the Zuhr salah, they say you need not do wudu again and need not wash your private part again. But the second group of scholars, which is more correct, they say that no, the time for Fajr is over, the sun has risen. If you want to offer Salatul Dua, make a fresh wudu, wash your private part, make a fresh wudu, and then your salah will be valid. I believe that it's better to be safe, and I believe in the second group of scholars that for every salah time, and since the Fajr salah is over, if you want to offer Salatul Duha, then you wash yourself again, do a fresh wudu, and then you do, that is the best. Similarly, after Isha, you want to offer Tahajjud. And while offering Qiyamul Layl or Tahajjud, it is past midnight. The Salah time for Isha is up to midnight in Nisful Layl. So if you are continuing your Salah after midnight, it is preferable and rather a requirement that you do new wudu, wash your private parts again, do wudu. That is the best, because the Qiyamul Layl or Tahajjud after the Nisful Layl, the time for Isha is over, so the wudu is not valid. This is difference of opinion, and this is according to Ahmad ibn Hanbal, may Allah have mercy on him. This is the opinion. When this question was asked to Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen, he said, when a person asked that I keep on passing urine regularly and my wudu breaks, so how should I offer salah? So the reply he gave is that inconsistency of urine is of two types. One is it keeps on coming every few minutes. The moment it enters the urinary bladder, it comes out, or rather called as dribbling of urine. The other type of inconsistency is that when the bladder is full and you urinate, then urine does not come out for maybe 15 minutes or 20 minutes. So if you fall in the second category type of people, where once you go to the toilet, once you empty your bladder, then at least for 15 minutes or 20 minutes there is no urination, then it is preferable you empty your bladder and then offer salah. Or even if you have to wait for emptying your bladder, wait. Even if you miss your Jama'ah, no problem, it is better. Empty your bladder, then you wash yourself, do wudu and pray, that is the best. But if you fall in the first category of people, where the urine keeps on coming out every few minutes, or dribbling of urine is there, then in this case, the moment the time for salah starts, after you hear the adhan, you wash yourself, do your wudu, and keep a cloth close to your private part, so that while you're offering salah, the urine doesn't spill, it doesn't spoil your clothes, doesn't come out on the musalla. Keep a cloth and you offer salah. Even if the urine comes out in between, no problem. You can offer your nafil, you can offer your sunnah, you can offer your faraiz, you can join the jama'ah, it is accepted. This wudu is valid till the end of the prayer time. If you're offering Fajr, then from the Fajr adhan till the sun starts rising. Or if you're offering Dhuhr, after the sun reaches its highest point, after a few minutes, till just before the adhan of Asr. So for the full time it's valid, your wudu is valid. When this question was asked to Sheikh bin Baz, may Allah have mercy on him, that it is a must to keep on changing clothes when you're offering salah after the urine comes out, it's difficult. So bin Baz, may Allah have mercy on him, he said that it is preferable that once you wash your part and once you do wudu, your clothes should be clean. And after that, if you offer salah, the clothes get dirty, wear clean clothes, wash yourself, wear clean clothes, it's the best. But if you cannot, it's not possible you can do it always, then even if you do with the dirty clothes, as long as you wash yourself, you do a fresh wudu and you pray, it's accepted. And there are many scholars, including Sheikh Ibn Taymiyyah, may Allah have mercy on him, he says that if there are problems for a person to do wudu and wash very often, you can join your prayers. You can join your Zuhr and Asr together and pray any time from the start of Zuhr Salah till the end of Asr Salah, both together. Or you can also join your Maghrib and Isha Salah together. If you have problems of doing wudu again or washing your clothes, it's difficult, joining the Salah is permitted in such cases. So this ruling, based on the hadith of Bukhari and Muslim, for a lady who has vaginal bleeding. It is not the menstrual cycle. It is applicable for people who have inconsistency in urine, or dribbling of urine, or passing of wind, or continuous bleeding, all these cases. And I would like to say that if you have inconsistency of urine, that nowadays you have adult diapers. So my advice to you would be that after you wash your private part and when you do wudu, you can wear a male diaper, an adult diaper. The adult diaper is very convenient. It's the best. There are good quality which is expensive. You can't afford, you can buy the cheap quality. And even if you're praying 5 times a day, you may have to change the diaper 5 times. Or if you're offering Salatul Duha, then 6 times. If you're even offering Qiyamul Layl, maximum 7 times. So if you have 7 diapers, adult diapers, it solves your problem. It will be very clean. There's no soiling of urine. So now the facility is there. So best would be you wash yourself and do wudu, wear a male diaper. It's very convenient. It is the best. If you can't afford even a cheap diaper and you're very poor, then you can keep a napkin or a cloth, and that will solve your problem. It will prevent soiling but may not be very convenient. In this way, inshallah, you can offer your 5 times salah, you can offer Salatul Duha, you can offer even your tahajjud or Qiyamul Layl, and surely all your salah, as long as you do a fresh wudu at the start of the time of salah, and you wash your part and do fresh wudu, it is valid till the end of the time of that salah. And your salah would be valid. Hope that answers the question.